All right, I'd like to call the public hearing to order. Clerk, please call the roll.
His Honor the Mayor.
Here.
Councilor McBrady.
Here.
Councilor DeMasi.
Here.
Councilor Hill.
Here.
Councilor Wilmot.
Here.
Councilor Gosick.
Here.
Councilor Testerario.
He's excused.
Councilor Cordino.
Here.
6 present, 1 excused.
Thank you. The public hearing is for the proposed amendments to the code of the City of Oswego, Chapter 211, Streets and Sidewalks, Section 211 through 15, porches, stairs, and buildings extending into the street. I have one person signed up to speak. Sir, you signed up for both. I think you mean to speak at the next one.
Aye.
All right? So,
Thank you.
yep. Besides that one, would anyone else in the audience like to speak on the code change? Seeing none, I'll take a motion to adjourn. Councilor Cordino, Councilor Hill, will clerk please call the roll?
Councilor Wilmot.
Yes.
Councilor Gosick.
Yes.
Councilor Cordino.
Yes.
Councilor McBrady.
Yes.
Councilor DeMasi.
Yes.
Councilor Hill.
Yes.
Resolution passes 6-0-1.
This public hearing is adjourned. The public session starts at 7:15. All right, I'd like to open up public session. I ask that when you speak, you step up to the microphone, state your name and address, and try to keep your comments to 5 minutes or less. We have one person signed up to speak, William Lehman.
That's
Go ahead.
William Lehman, 275 West 8th Street, Oswego, New York, whatever. And my issue is, I've been drinking at the east side of the river. Sorry, I don't speak very well, but I've been drinking on the east side of the river. Apparently, Linear Park it's called, I think, for like 30 years. I've never had an issue. Metcalf, every officer that's been on a police force has never messed with me. And up until my birthday, August 13th, Officer Quirino came down and he said that, Mr. Mayor, I don't know you, but he made it clear to me that you unleash the police force on that side of the river. West side of the river has always been off limits because that's where the family goes, that's where the bathrooms are. The border side has never been an issue. I have a list here of something I wrote out, and I have I think 40 signatures so far, and a couple notes from random people that I don't know, saying that I don't bother them. I'm the one down, when I am down there, I'm security. The ladies that walk their dogs from Simeon DeWitt are my river grandmas. And most of them signed this. And if I can approach.
Yeah, so when you say you're drinking, what are you drinking? When you say you're drinking, what are you drinking?
Here.
Oh, okay. So, and then you're outside on the Riverwalk or under the pavilion or where?
Pavilion.
Okay. Is it in a can or is it in a cup?
In the can.
Okay.
And the sign says New York State Canal.
Yep.
The little triangle thing that's down there, it's New York State property. I would have thought, and back there.
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Thank you.
All right, that it? Is that all you have to say?
And I've never had an issue down there, and I protect it. I keep it clean. When I show up, I'm picking up the cigarette butts, you know, the couple dirty needles I've seen. I call it OPD and send the hazmat team.
Yeah.
And they come down fairly quick, you know, but Officer Q, I call him queer, you know, because he kind of upset me. But Officer Q called me, came down and harassed me because this other guy was sitting at the picnic table next to me, and I was about to kick him out because he was riffraff. And he had an open beer and 6 warrants. And Officer Smith came down the next morning and got him. Because the east side of the river, under the railroad bridge, is my church. It's where I go to get my head right when I'm done working. And I just want to make it clear, I'm not going to stop going down there and doing that because that's what I do.
Well, you know, having an open container on city or state property is against the law, right?
Hold on, I can't hear you.
Having an open container, so a beer can, drinking out of a beer can in public in broad daylight on city property, state property is against the law. So you can be at the Riverwalk, you can be wherever you want, but you just can't drink out of a beer can.
It's a city ordinance, and I'm on state property.
It doesn't matter what, it's public property.
See,
anyway, I'm just saying it's against the law, so I mean, it really doesn't have much to do with me or the officer or whoever. It's just against the law. But anyway, I appreciate you coming and letting us know.
All right, well, thank you for your time, but
Yep.
I got to make it clear, I'm not going to stop going down there because, like I said, that's my church.
Okay, well, you can go down there. You just can't drink out of a beer can down there.
So I'll put it in the cup and...
Well, I prefer you to not put it in a cup either. I think you can still get in trouble for that, but that's a little more discreet, I guess, suppose.
How are we going to fix this for me, my
Well, there's
friend?
no fixing it. That's the law for a reason. We just disagree with it, but I appreciate you hanging out and cleaning up the area and all that, but if you could do it without drinking, that'd be preferable.
All right, so where can I drink?
Inside. Anywhere you want inside, just not City Hall.
Where?
Just not City Hall, but inside in a house, in a bar.
Oh, I got a backpack. Well, this is City Hall.
Right now?
I'm not drinking here.
Well, you better get it out of here before trouble.
As much as I wanted to crack a beer.
Well, please don't do that here.
No.
You can do that home or at a bar or.
Well, I'm kind of homeless, you know, and like I said, that's my church. That's where I get my head right, so I stay out of trouble.
Well, I understand that, but if all I'm saying is it really doesn't have anything to do with me or the police officer. It's against the law. It's a law.
Officer Quino blamed it on you, my friend.
Well, he can. That's okay.
Well, no, and Lieutenant Bateman called me today and spent like more than 5 minutes. Sorry for wasting your time, Kevin. You know what's up. And Lieutenant Bateman called me and made it clear that it wasn't you.
All right, I understand that. I got to move on and start the meeting. But look, I just want to be clear. If you keep going down there and drinking, the cops are going to continue to arrest you or cite you and ticket you. It's against the law.
Then you need to vote on extra money because it's going to be some overtime because I'm not going to stop doing it.
Okay, no problem.
All right.
Okay.
And
Thank you for coming.
You're actually going to waste time on that?
Yeah. Unfortunately for you, yes. All right, thank you for coming, though.
Nothing personal, right?
Nope, nothing personal. You seem like a great guy. Yep. All right, would anyone else like to speak before we start the meeting? Seeing none, I will close. Come on up.
It's going to be hard to follow that. Right?
I know.
My name is Brad Gibson. I am 274 Dewar Street in the 4th Ward. I've been named to the Tree Advisory Board recently, and I've yet to beat you all, but my notes are on my phone. I'm not, so I'm looking down. But there was a committee meeting on Tuesday, and there was, I know, a very preliminary proposal to remove the trees from West First between Bridge and Oneida and replace. Oh, sorry. Is this better? My first time speaking. Okay, my first time speaking here. Sorry. There was from the committee meeting on Tuesday. There was a preliminary discussion, I guess, for removing the trees on West First between Bridge and Oneida Street and potentially replacing them using the porous asphalt and whatnot. The tree advisory board and some of the tree stewards went down there this past weekend to just kind of look at that. And there's a reason why, we're here, is just so we can offer our input on such things. And I have a few points on that. One of the issues brought up was that they want uniformity in the tree species for the potential replant. That may not be the best idea. If, for example, if there's a disease on a tree specific to, say, oak, and every tree on the street is oak, that could pass to tree to tree to tree, and they could all die. So a diversity of species is better for the health, and it would save money in the long run because you wouldn't have to replace them if something happened. Also, a trip hazard was mentioned because of the of root growth under the sidewalk. We went down there, and there were maybe 3 trees that had root growth that caused the sidewalk pavers to rise up. That can be fixed by just shaving the top of the root, as long as you don't completely cut the root off from the tree, to make it level with the surface. It's an easy process you can do with a hatchet or an adze. And that's obviously a lot cheaper than removing and replacing. There's a study in the Journal of Forestry that said, quote, tree-lined retail districts encourage more frequent visits, more time spent shopping, and more spending by consumers. So a tree-lined street with tall canopy is going to encourage that. Like if you look at Skinny Atlas or Ithaca, their downtown areas are all lined with tall canopy trees, not the short ornamental ones that I would assume these would get replaced with. And then to quote you, Mayor, you said, in a 2018 article for Oswego County News Now, our Complete Streets project will introduce traffic calming measures, pedestrian-friendly features, more green space, and beautification projects along Route 104. So if you remove the trees, and it kind of goes against that, because all the trees on there are in good health, good diversity of species. They provide shade during the summertime. What we found actually was the biggest issue was, in terms of trip hazards, was just the old pavement. There's a lot of gouges and chunks out of the sidewalk that have nothing to do with the trees. So it seems like it's an old. It's just really old. There's like patches here and patches there that are not good. So I guess my point being that I know the discussions were preliminary and nothing's obviously set in stone yet, but I think it would be wise, in my opinion anyway, to think about it more, let the advisory board go over it more, and offer our opinions. And I think the current proposal isn't the best idea, is what I'm saying. So that's pretty much it. Thanks.
Thank you. Thanks for coming. Would anyone else like to speak before we start the meeting? Come on up.
I am going to speak simply to the issue that was discussed by the most recent speaker, the issue of the trees on West First Street. I went down to look at the trees and found that they did, for the most part, look like they were quite healthy and strong and growing quite well, needing perhaps some pruning to make signage a little more visible. In a couple of cases, the trees are not strong, don't look healthy, and perhaps those 2 or 3 trees that don't look well could be replaced, should be replaced. But talking with merchants who had businesses on West First Street. I heard a great deal of positive commentary on the trees, saying that they really made the street comfortable for people who were shopping, as well as people who were downtown for the farmers market. I think we have a resource in the trees on West First Street, and that we should be very careful in evaluating them, that we don't damage a resource which the city has. There are more things to say. Perhaps one thing that I could add is that in addition to the merchants that I talked to a person who lives on the second floor apartment on West First Street. And he praised the view of the city that he had out the window into the tree branches and leaves into the street, and that it was just lovely, and that he hoped nothing would be done to damage that. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Would anyone else like to address the council? Seeing none, I will close public session and start the regular meeting. Will you please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Clerk, please call the roll.
His Honor the Mayor.
Here.
Councilor McBrady.
Here.
Councilor DeMassey. Here. Councilor Hill.
Here.
Councilor Wilmot.
Here.
Councilor Gosick.
Here.
Councilor Tesorio.
He's excused.
Councilor Cordino.
Here.
6 present, 1 excused.
Thank you. Under the Mayor's report, I have a couple of quick items. The first is a proclamation, September 21st, 2019, Suicide Prevention Awareness Day. I'll read that quickly, and then I'll be joined by Jamie Lashinsky. All the nice posters and signs we saw down State Route 4 today is from her organization and an initiative she put together through Save CNY. Whereas nationally, suicide is one of the most disruptive and tragic events a family and community can experience. Annually, more than 38,000 lives are lost, and it is estimated that for every suicide, there are 8 to 25 attempted suicides. And whereas suicide is the second leading cause of death among people from the age of 15 to 24 in the United States, and the 10th leading cause of all deaths in the United States, and whereas public awareness of this terrifying problem is the key to preventing further suffering and loss of life, and the risk for human self-destruction can be reduced through awareness, education, and treatment. And as the highest risk for suicide is among the survivors of those who died by suicide or those who have attempted suicide. And whereas suicide prevention has been declared a national priority by the President and Congress, now therefore I, William J. Barlow, Jr., Mayor of the City of Oswego, New York, do hereby proclaim September 21st, 2019 as Suicide Prevention Awareness Day in Oswego, New York, and do urge all citizens to work to prevent suicide and to raise awareness and tolerance around all people affected by this tragedy. Jamie?
I just want to thank Mayor Barlow as well as the City Council for your continued support in our event. This marks our 9th year. This year we are proud to partner with Oswego County Suicide Prevention Coalition. So we're growing as far as our volunteer base, but it's certainly not enough work to be done in this community and across the nation. I started this event 9 years ago because I lost my brother to suicide when he was only 16. It wasn't until probably a couple years ago was I able to fully come out and talk about it, because for years I would just grieve and blame myself and just very dark place. But it's something that's needed in this community and across the country, and as you've seen in these simple, kind words that are displayed across 104, it's just a small movement that we're trying to do to encourage people to talk about mental health, because there is such a stigma surrounding it. And everyone has a bad day. We all go home sometimes with too much stress, family-related, work-related, and a simple gesture as a kind words, opening the door for a stranger, could help keep them here just one more day. So hopefully our event will bring out hundreds of families, much like myself, but just those that are looking to make a difference. I encourage all of you to come out too. It's a free event on September 21st from 9 until about 1 o'clock at SUNY Oswego. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here, and thanks for all you do and for the lovely project on 104. The next item before the resolutions is a certificate of acknowledgement. Bruce and Maggie Holman have been to just about every council meeting since at least I've been on the council, and unfortunately they actually, believe it or not, pushed me to run for mayor too, so blame them for me. But the certificate of acknowledgement acknowledges all the work they've done while they're here. Unfortunately, they're moving out of state soon, so this may be your last or second to last meeting. But anyway, I just want to present this to you because you deserve it, and we're going to miss you. It's a certificate of acknowledgement to Bruce and Maggie Holman. Whereas it is appropriate to acknowledge and recognize citizens who engage in the community, participate in local government, volunteer countless hours to worthwhile causes, forge relationships, contribute to their community, and continuously help others. And whereas after moving to the city of Oswego in 2013, Bruce and Maggie Holman immediately got involved and started giving back to the Oswego community by volunteering for many different causes and organizations, including, but not limited to, the Salvation Army, Habitat for Humanity, the Minetto United Methodist Church, the Oswego State Blue Line Hockey Club, and the Oswego City Democratic Committee. And whereas Bruce and Maggie Holman cared about the Oswego community and the future of the city of Oswego enough to get involved in local city government by attending weekly government meetings, serving on the City of Oswego Ethics Board, volunteering for the City of Oswego Promotion and Tourism Advisory Board, regularly offering input, ideas, suggestions, and giving feedback and advice to local government officials and employees, all in an effort to make Oswego a better place to live, work, and raise a family. And whereas tonight we wish to honor and thank Oswego residents Bruce and Maggie Holman for their service and contribution to the Oswego community before they move out of state to be closer to family. As a community, we are grateful for their volunteer efforts, involvement, and partnership in making the city of Oswego a better place for all. Although they may be physically moving from Oswego, we will always treasure our everlasting friendship and consider them both lifelong residents of the city of Oswego. Now therefore be it resolved that I, William J. Barlow Jr. as mayor of the city of Oswego, and on behalf of the Oswego Common Council and the entire Oswego community, appreciate all Bruce and Maggie Holman have done during their time in Oswego, wish them well on all future endeavors, and extend a perpetual invitation back to Oswego to visit. We will miss you. All right, that's all I have. Any of the councilors have anything to add? Seeing none, will clerk please call resolution 345.
Approved minutes, common council meeting held August 26, 2019.
Councilor Gozick, Councilor Hill, any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Counselor Gosick.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Counselor McBrady. Counselor DeMassey.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Resolution passes 601.
Will Clerk please call Resolution 346?
Approve use of public space, Vashon Collision Service Incorporated, owner of property located at 269 West 2nd Street, in order to install a fence.
Counselor DeMassey, Counselor Gozick. Any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Counselor Gosick.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Counselor McBrady. Counselor DeMassey.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Resolution passes 601.
Clerk, please call Resolution 347.
Approve use of city properties by Oswego County Opportunities in recognition of Domestic Violence Awareness Month.
Counselor Hill, Counselor Cordino. Any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Counselor Gosick.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Counselor McBrady. Counselor DeMassey.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Resolution passes 601.
Will Clerk please call Resolution 348?
Approve use of public space, Tanya Benoit, in order to host a wedding in Brightback Park on Saturday, September 21st, 2019.
Counselor McBrady, Counselor DeMassey. Any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Counselor Gosick.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Counselor McBrady. Counselor DeMassey.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Resolution passes 601.
Clerk, please call Resolution 349.
Approve use of public space, Ryan Krieger, in order to host a wedding in Brightback Park on Saturday, October 26, 2019.
Counselor McBrady, Counselor Hill. Any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Counselor Gosick.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Counselor McBrady. Counselor DeMassey.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Resolution passes 601.
Will Clerk please call Resolution 350?
Accept donation of a memorial bench from Mary Beth Quigley in memory of Bernie and Bill Clunan.
Counselor Gozick, Counselor Cordino. Any comments? Will Clerk please call the roll?
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Counselor Gosick.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Counselor McBrady. Counselor DeMassey.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Resolution passes 601.
Will Clerk please call Resolution 351?
Accept donation of replacement park bench slats from the family of Julian Kelly Ross.
Counselor McBrady, Counselor Hill. Any comments? Clerk please call the roll.
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Counselor Gosick.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Counselor McBrady.
Yes.
Counselor DeMassey.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Resolution passes 601.
Will Clerk please call Resolution 352?
Accept donation of a memorial bench from Brian Reynes in memory of George and Eileen Reynes.
Counselor Cordino, Counselor Hill. Any comments? Will Clerk please call the roll?
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Counselor Gosick.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Counselor McBrady. Counselor DeMassey.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Resolution passes 601.
Will Clerk please call Resolution 353?
Approve amendments to the Code of the City of Oswego, Chapter 211, Streets and Sidewalks, Section 211-15, porches, stairs, and buildings extending into street.
Counselor Hill, Counselor DeMassey. Any comments? Clerk please call the roll.
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Counselor Gosick.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Counselor McBrady. Counselor DeMassey. Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Resolution passes 601.
Clerk please call Resolution 354.
Authorize mayor to enter into a renewal agreement with the Northeast Regional Council of Carpenters.
Counselor Cordino, Counselor McBrady. Any comments? Clerk please call the roll.
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Counselor Gosick.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Counselor McBrady. Counselor DeMassey.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Resolution passes 601.
Will Clerk please call Resolution 355?
Approve submission of the WIA funding application for the combined sewer separation and rehabilitation third and fourth 25% project.
Counselor Gozick, Counselor Hill. Any comments? Clerk please call the roll.
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Counselor Gosick.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Counselor McBrady. Counselor DeMassey.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Resolution passes 601.
Clerk please call Resolution 356.
Approve submission of the WIA funding application for the Area 3 sanitary sewer rehabilitation project.
Counselor McBrady, Counselor Cordino. Any comments? Will Clerk please call the roll?
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Counselor Gosick.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Counselor McBrady. Counselor DeMassey.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Resolution passes 601.
Will Clerk please call Resolution 357?
Approve submission of the WIA funding application for the McCaffrey Water Treatment Plant Improvement Project.
Counselor McBrady, Counselor Hill. Any comments? Clerk please call the roll.
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Counselor Gosek.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Counselor McBrady. Counselor DeMassey.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Resolution passes 601.
Clerk, please call Resolution 358.
Authorize mayor to execute an agreement with National Grid for lighting at Legends Softball Complex.
Counselor Cordino, Counselor Wilmot. Any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Counselor Gosek.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Counselor McBrady. Counselor DeMassey.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Resolution passes 601.
Clerk, please call Resolution 359.
Approve the addition of 84 through 88 Buyer Road to the Town of Oswego Water District.
Counselor Cordino, Counselor Gozek. Any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Counselor Gosek.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Counselor McBrady.
Yes.
Counselor DeMassey.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Resolution passes 601.
Clerk, please call Resolution 360.
Approve negative declaration for the McCaffrey Water Treatment Plant Improvement Project under the New York State Environmental Quality Review Act, seeker.
Counselor McBrady, Counselor DeMassey. Any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Counselor Gosek.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Counselor McBrady. Counselor DeMassey.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Resolution passes 601.
Will clerk please call Resolution 361?
Authorize Onondaga County Purchasing to seek a request for proposals, RFP, for the transportation and disposal of sludge.
Counselor Hill, Counselor DeMassey. Any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Counselor Gosek.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Counselor McBrady.
Yes.
Counselor DeMassey.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Resolution passes 601.
Will clerk please call Resolution 362?
Approve transfer of funds from the general fund contingent account to the street maintenance contracted services account for flexible porous pavement installation on State Route 104.
Counselor Hill, Counselor Corradino. Any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Counselor Gosek.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Counselor McBrady. Counselor DeMassey.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Resolution passes 601.
Will clerk please call Resolution 363?
Approve transfer of funds from within the Department of Public Works.
Counselor McBrady, Counselor Gozek. Any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Counselor Gosek.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Counselor McBrady.
Yes.
Counselor DeMassey.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Resolution passes 601.
Will clerk please call Resolution 364?
Waive rules of the Common Council to present resolution numbers 365 through 367 from the floor without committee consideration.
Counselor Hill, Counselor Gozek. These next three resolutions, we're waiving the rules. They are just bond resolutions that are associated with the grant applications, the WIA grant applications that are up in the agenda, resolutions 355, 56, and 57. So really these resolutions are just consistent with the grant applications that we're submitting. Any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Counselor Gosek.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Counselor McBrady. Counselor DeMassey. Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Resolution passes 601.
Clerk, please call Resolution 365.
Approve bond resolution $14,700,000 to pay the cost of combined sewer rehabilitation and separation third and fourth 25%.
Counselor Corradino, Counselor DeMassey. Any comments? Will clerk please call the roll?
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Counselor Gosek.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Counselor McBrady. Counselor DeMassey.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Resolution passes 601.
Clerk, please call Resolution 366.
Approve bond resolution $3,800,000 to pay the cost of sewer rehabilitation, Area 3.
Counselor Hill, Counselor McBrady. Any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Counselor Gosek.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Counselor McBrady. Counselor DeMassey.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Resolution passes 601.
Will clerk please call Resolution 367?
Approve bond resolution $6,300,000 to pay the cost of McCaffrey Water Treatment Plant upgrades and improvements.
Counselor Corradino, Counselor Hill. Any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Counselor Gosek.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Counselor McBrady. Counselor DeMassey.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Resolution passes 601.
Any unfinished business to come before the council? Seeing none, I'll take a motion to adjourn. Counselor Gozek, Counselor Hill. Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Counselor Gosek.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Counselor McBrady.
Yes.
Counselor DeMassey.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Resolution passes 601.
Meeting is adjourned.